Howdy, y'all, and welcome back to the Quad Life. Well, sorry about last week's video. Ended up being late, and it came out Monday. But yeah, there's a reason for that. So last week, it seems like illness hit my caregivers. So I had 3 nights without help and 2 days as well. Well, that's 2 different caregivers that were gone, but both of them are my more technical people. And you can't really help being sick. I mean, you do what you can. You take vitamin C and don't purposely go in the stream of someone sneezing at you. But then, there's only so much you can do. So I don't blame them for being sick. You can't do anything. But it still isn't any fun. So that's why the videos were late. Their video. And I thought about doing just a video on my computer explaining what was going on. But I wanted to use some of the footage, so that's why I waited. But here we are, another Friday. So, what's been going on? Well, I want to talk more about last week of missing help. So, thankfully, my one night caregiver that was gone for several months, she is back again and is doing a regular 3 nights a week, and was able to pick up an extra one last week, so that helped. But ended up for a couple of them that we went 2 nights directly into the day without help, and that is pretty hard on my parents especially. I don't worry about me as much. I mean, I get sleep every now and then somewhere at some point. But so last week also was very busy for my dad's work. So what that means is that on last week, I ended up going to work with my dad instead of being home here. And that gets to be interesting. So he had a project that he really had to get done, had a deadline to be finished at a certain time so he could head out. So he quick got me up on that morning, and I didn't really even get my morning reading in, and I even missed breakfast that we had to get going so quickly. I guess I don't really need to have my protein shake in the morning. Yeah. But Dad felt kind of bad about it, but it's like, I could have mentioned it, but, it wasn't that important, and ended up getting his project done at work. And my dad works at a commercial printing shop. So he had a project that a client, and I think it was like 4 pages or whatever to be put together in kind of a booklet, that he does in a machine that plops them all together and then staples them and trims off the excess and makes it into a book. It's kind of fun to watch and to see how all the mechanisms work. I have a definite mechanical mind, so seeing how the machines work and all the different areas, that's kind of fun to me to see how it was invented and that kind of thing. And my dad's been working there for many years and has put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears almost into these machines to keep them working, to say the least. So those are days that what happens when we don't have caregivers. So it ended up being actually 4 days then that we didn't have help during the day just because I don't normally have help during the day on weekends anyway. And unlike today, they were pretty nice days. So Dad wanted to do a lot of work outside, getting leaves done and all that. Which you can get leaves done one day right now, have a yard clean, and the next day you can't even notice it. That's Iowa in the fall. But Dad wanted to get all his work done out there while it was nice. So that gets to be that when he needs to help me, we try to get done as quick as possible, and ended up missing a few more of my cares again, which is very unusual. I mean, he normally spends time to get everything done that I need, but that's just the way it happens at times. So these are times where I wonder, is it really the best interest for everybody to have me be living at home still and being able to have my parents get everything done that they need to? I know that right now, especially my mom is stressed about the paperwork stuff that we have going on. I mentioned a while back about trying to switch funding for my daytime caregivers, and that is finally progressing, at least. That I think we're getting our accounts made, but it's still going really, really slowly. And I had an error yesterday that something was not processed correctly, and I didn't even know that was in place, let alone to not have it done correctly. And finally, the last update talked about my button, and it's now been about a week and a half, and unfortunately I noticed very little change with doing drops down in the button. That would still have that growth that's giving me fits, and now the button itself, as I think you can see, can't quite tell, nope, is the button itself is trying to push out and just fall out. So that's not a good situation either. So probably sometime soon here I'm going to need a procedure of some sort to roto-rooter my neck. So that'll be different. It has been, I think, around third grade or so that last time I had trachestoma surgically made bigger. So, that was, 35 years ago or something like that. So, yeah, it's been a while. But we'll see what comes, and I trust in God, whatever comes. So, thank you for watching. Again, just sitting here kind of talking about what's going on, and that's, me. But, thank you for watching The Quad Life, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.
That shirt.
What's wrong with it?
Wrinkles.
I'm getting older. I'm getting more wrinkles. Are you happy now?
Yes.